So it is Sunday, the 1st of March, restarting the video journal series after my week break. There really isn't a lot to talk about with my the week that I didn't do the video journal for. Like I basically just chilled and was like lazy and didn't really do much. Caught up with friends, played some board games, sorted out my Heroes of the Grid, yada yada yada. Really not much to talk about. There was some meetings for the collab, which went okay, but didn't feel as productive as they could have been. Obviously, we'll see tomorrow with how things go. Hopefully, I can convince us or just the leaders to like have openness in terms of our idea rather than just going super rigid and being like it has to be this game based on this one poll. But I guess we'll have to see. Anyway, besides that, literally nothing else to talk about. With today, this is the day I came back to uni, with the uni house. So yeah, I'm pretty tired after that. This is going to be a short one because of that. Um, but yeah, it was really nice seeing the family again, spending time with people, especially my sister. I really like that. Um, and my dog, obviously, and my mum, everyone. It was great. It was great being around with everyone. Really was. Um, my dad too. It's really good. And now, hopefully, I can be productive with this next week of doing stuff. Because there's one thing I still haven't done and I really need to do, which is to add timestamps to all of the video journal videos. Because I know it shouldn't be that complicated to do, and it'd be really helpful for people to consume. Because then they'd be able to be like, this day is really long. I'm interested in what was talked about that day. This day is pretty short, which means it's probably not going to be that interesting. But then again, maybe I'll watch it anyway. Lets people jump around and choose stuff, and it will also probably help with navigation, being like, okay, I want to see this week, this day. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow, because obviously I'm not doing it tonight. I'm not doing it tonight. Um, but yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. This week's gonna be hopefully productive and getting back into things, the video journal series as well. So hopefully I'll have time to talk about some things. Um, and yeah, but that's going to be it for Sunday. So I didn't do the video for Monday, obviously. Um, basically, very long, tiring day. So I'm going to cover that as well as Tuesday today. In this one, but yeah, because Monday it's super heavy stuff to do. Because obviously, day after I come back to uni, so I did shopping. I was getting myself kind of mentally prepared for the collab session. Um, and that collab, we had the collab session, which was good overall, but very tiring. It's like a lot of meeting new people. It's a lot of like like juggling different things that need to be done like pretty early on, which a lot of it is on the design team because you know you got to get like the kind of idea of what you want for the game nailed down and like fine tuned into like things that can actually be worked on for like the tech team, for instance, mainly. Even to some degree the art team. But that's maybe a bit more of like a not as like not as immediate, um, I guess. Oh boy. Um, but yeah, it was just a super long day of lots of hawking and stuff. And it was annoying because I feel like it would have been better if we had more time to ourselves for doing stuff. But like the first 2 hours was basically taken up by the lecturers, giving us kind of like an oversight of stuff, which I think was nice as an introduction. But I don't think it needed to be that long, like an hour, and then like letting us just get on with stuff. I think would have been fine. Um, but yeah. Uh, so yeah, collab went good yesterday. Tasks were all given out, stuff's been organized. I still have some things I need to do on that because there needs to be some communication between obviously design and tech on what's being made for a prototype. Because my interpretation was that the tech team would just start working on mechanics and stuff for the game, and that design people that obviously weren't like audio or level design or whatever, but like the gameplay and technical designers could just make a prototype really quick for whatever like the pitch for the color. Oh, there's so many aspects to it. Um, but yeah, I need to obviously figure out that tomorrow. So that then I can sort that out and stuff can get happening or not happening, or whatever. So that we can be productive on the design team. I haven't even mentioned this, or maybe I've mentioned it in like previous video journal entry or something. But I am leading the design team. We've got a group of like 29, I think. There's like quite a few. Um, what's close to that? I'm leading the design group, which is about 7 people, which I think is pretty good size. And we've got enough like people to cover like all the different like areas of things, which is also good because we've got a great mix of people. Like we got lots of different like kind of skills coming into play, um, which is good. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just leading is it's tiring. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I guess I've always been naturally like good at, but like I always feel like man, it always feels like there's just some things that I'm like not considering or like not prioritizing as well. And I really want to get better at becoming a leader because I know it's something that I'm good at, but I know it's also something that I'm still like needing to grow in, especially when it comes to like managing projects and stuff. Like the game jam I did last year showed me that this is started as a reminder to that. Um, but yeah, so that's something I guess for the future. But yeah, then after that, obviously in the evening of yesterday was the Splatoon tournament like finals. So we won our first game, made it through to grand finals. And then in grand finals, it was very close. Came down to the last game, but we lost, unfortunately. Um, Still very close, and like I think the performance from pretty much everyone was still pretty good. Um, it's just annoying, and I guess because like I haven't had as much time to put towards, or even like energy to put towards like working on like developing my skills in Splatoon, like practicing and getting, I guess, more used to it. Like playing it more consistently. Um, I guess I just end up feeling a bit annoyed afterwards. And so I basically just like was playing whatever and watching stuff and just doing anything but going to sleep until like 1 in the morning, which wasn't helpful. And obviously why the video channel entry for Monday didn't get made. I still need to have a think about what I really want to do with the series going forward and whether or not I want to keep it the way it is right now or if I want to make it better. One thing I still need to do, and I'm gonna get done tomorrow, hopefully, is I need to add timestamps to all the videos because it just needs to be more like, for people watching this, since it is on the internet, since it is up there, like, there needs to be easier time for people. People need to have an easier time consuming it, essentially, in however way they want. And that's more so probably for friends and family, I guess, than like anywhere, obviously. Um, but yeah, that's something I need to do, and I'll hopefully get done tomorrow. Um, Along with obviously all these other things that I've probably mentioned already. But today, Tuesday, has been good as well. I had a lecture and tutorial on the experimental systems module that I'm on, which is VIR, all the like extended reality stuff. Um, that was good. I really liked the lecture. gave me like some thoughts about different things when it comes to like I guess games and um VR's role in it and stuff. Um, but yeah, and then we had the tutorial, which was like pretty much just introductory stuff of like, this is where you're going to be working. These are the different like labs and like facilities we have available. We got to see a demo of like the 3D scanning, like scanning an object and then like it being modeled in software, which was cool. Um, and there was also like this larger room with like a green screen, um, where they had a like Star Wars like lightsaber training VR game that was made by a like student from 2 or so years ago, which was really cool. And like it's it was really fun. I basically because basically after they like showed us around all the different facilities, they gave us like time to basically just you know play around with VR essentially. Get playing, get experimenting, get exploring it, I guess. And I got to go back in that room and just like play that Star Wars lightsaber training game for like 20-30 minutes, which was just really fun. I do have some footage of it, which I'll have up here as well, so you can have a look and see my awesome Jedi skills. But that was really fun, and I guess it also just like reminded me of how much fun VR is, because like it's obviously something that like you don't normally think about being like, oh, this is something I really want to get or want to do. Um, Mainly because like it's just not really like as mainstream. It's really not mainstream at all. I can't remember the last time I'd seen a trailer for a like virtual reality game. I literally can't remember the last time. It's been so long because like all the hype around it was when it started, and then it's kind of like always been this more niche thing for video games. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to like start learning about it and hopefully making my own game for it. It's gonna be fun. Um, yeah, and then in the afternoon, I had a meeting with careers people about a potential placement at the university's run like game studio, Oatcakes. Um, so I have all that feedback that I can now put into my CV, my cover letter, and portfolio, but so that hopefully that can go well, and I don't have to worry about getting a summer job, and I'll actually have something for a placement. Yeah, be really cool if I can get that done. But yeah, and obviously I've just been chilling for the most part. What else did I? It's been so many different things coming back. Like this, I think this first week is going to feel like the most heavy in terms of just like things happening, and then probably by week 3, maybe 4, I'll just be like chilled out a bit, back used to things. And I'm like feeling like the after the Easter break, because it's split 4 weeks of the semester first, then Easter break, then 4 more weeks. I'm hoping that after that Easter break, it'll still feel chill and all manageable and stuff. And then obviously when it's done, it's done. I get to go home, properly chill. um, but yeah, so that is Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday hopefully will be earlier and actually done. Um, and we'll see stuff, I guess, can happen. Yeah, hopefully there'll be something mental to talk about at some point because I know how much people love mental stuff. um, but yeah, on to the rest of the week then. It is 11:22 on the Thursday. So, I mess up. I messed up again. Um, Yesterday I didn't do the video journal. Basically, I was just tired. because I just got back from Splatoon Society, and Splatoon Society was fun and good. But like that day was just tiring. Today, every day's been tiring. Every day's been tiring. I don't know why that's like thing to point out. um, but no, yesterday obviously I was doing some game like design stuff for the collab with another team member, and that all was great, worked out. Then when I got back, I was like straight into doing like forum posts. So like it's like, oh, this is the stuff I'm working on, keeping up to date, so I get marks, whatnot. And then straight to Splatoon Society for 3 hours, which was like pretty okay, but it was weird because it felt like half of the society was just doing other games and not even Splatoon, and that made me feel a bit like demotivated or something. I don't know. It was weird. Um, but like that was fine. I still enjoyed parts of it quite a bit. Um, so yeah, and then I got back and I was just like tired. I was just like, oh, I know all these other things I have to do tomorrow, and I'm tired, and I just like played games or something. I honestly can't remember, but I remember I didn't do the video journal yesterday again. Um, So there is obviously a big question now in my mind of whether or not I should keep this a consistent day by day thing, or if it is actually better to have it be like every other day. It's something that a friend has suggested. Um, and so yeah, maybe. But I'll make that decision at some point in the future, not now. But for today, Thursday, um, stuff was done. Stuff's been done, yeah. I got the timestamps done. So now, if you want to go back and be like, I want to see this specific giant section, or I don't know, the end section or whatever of any of the other video journals, you can do that now. And it'll be nice and easy for navigation, even for me, if I want to go back and watch certain stuff. It'll be all good. And that's cool. So I got that done in the morning. I also got the actual game design doc for the collab module done somewhat. There's like parts of it that aren't complete, but are things that need to be like ironed out and like worked through with the other design people. So that's all good, and that turned out fine. And collab, like stuff's really coming together, and I'm happy about that. And it's like every day I feel more and more like things are going good. It's like I'm more and more sure that it's gonna work out. Whereas like after day one, I was just like, oh, so many things to do. But yeah, and after that, I had dinner and then did the application stuff for the game studio. That is here in Stafford University, where Oakes Interactive. So hopefully, if I get on that placement, that'd be really cool. Might mean less pressure to find a summer job. So yeah, hopefully that's good. And then I just played some games for the evening because I was like, ah, I've got everything done. Yippee, I'm chilling. And then I got a surprise call from a very funny friend. Some might even say, one of my favorite friends. Yes. But I got a surprise call from them, and it was really nice catching up. Because this, it's the one annoying thing is like there's just so many things that I like put on myself and like I want to do. Like, because it's never a case of like I end up taking on too much and things that I don't like want to do. I always want to do all the things that like I take on. It's just annoying because it takes up so much time. And there's just like other things that I'm like, I don't get as much time for. Like, if I could just like have sectioned out time every week for like, you know, friends and just chatting with them that are like obviously, not here where I am right now, be fucking real. Because it is also one of the things that always like like boosts my spirit. Like whenever it's like my best friend or funny friend or other friend, all these really, really great people that I'm so lucky to have in my life. Whenever I like have a conversation with them, like I always just feel like more positive and energized afterwards. Like it's such a good feeling. It really is. And like, oh my gosh, it's so it's so nice to like just like think back and see how far things have come with like I mean myself as a person obviously and my mental health but like my friends' mental health as well and just to see like hear about stuff that they're doing it's so nice it gosh I could gush forever about it it's so good but yeah that's that's made my day because today has been tiring but that right there at the end is that's been gosh it's been my day. And it's also reminded me of the fact that like because like while we were talking they mentioned like watching some of my video journal and like it has also just reminded me that like while I am like obviously putting out the video journal series to like express my thoughts and mind and things and stuff and mental and whatnot. And like that to be viewable to like, from friends and family and whatnot. Um, I should probably just talk about these things as well, just like individually with people. Um, it's like it's probably like, important to do. And and obviously like my mind's like still thinking through things and like changing thoughts and feelings on certain stuff. So like it would actually be pretty positive to do that. So I'll consider that for the future. But obviously it'll be like finding the right timing for it because you gotta frame that kind of conversation. And like I don't know. I also never know like because like it's funny that like all of these like more negative things of my past or like difficulties that I face, they never seem that bad. Like or as bad as like they sometimes seem in like certain moments when I'm talking with friends, which always makes me feel like I'm devaluing them or like dimming them down when that's just not the case. It's like it literally in that moment it just doesn't feel like as bad or as big a deal. Um, but yeah. Gosh, I just love people. I love my friends. They're so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna get off to bed though because I need to get up in the morning for a 9 a.m. lecture. Um, and any other collab stuff that's happening tomorrow, if there is anything. And then also obviously tutorial and volleyball and whatever else is gonna end up having tomorrow. But yeah, I need to get some sleep. So I'm gonna leave this here. I'll hopefully be able to stay consistent with the rest of the week and do Friday and Saturday. Um, this I mean I guess this is technically this is going to be like the shortest collection because of how many days I've just like missed out and then kind of like covered stuff that's happened those days. It'll be the short what record setting short video journal collection. um, but yeah, awesome stuff. So I'm gonna have to make this day a bit quick because my laptop's low on power and I want to go to sleep. I can't be bothered to get the charging cable out. I know I'm being a bit lazy, but I'm making today quick. So Friday, it's been a pretty just meh day. I mean, there hasn't really been much going on to talk about. Lecture in the morning went fine. I was super tired afterwards, probably because just sleep patterns, I guess. I don't know. I was just super tired, and so I basically just chilled out for like 3 hours, and then had the tutorial, which was good, and I really enjoyed it because I got to like start making stuff in VR, um, which was really fun, and then volleyball was like fun, but I was playing really bad for most of it, which I think has just been like exhaustion from this week. This week's been a fucking a lot of things. It's been like a lot of things back to back to back. It's just felt like quite similar to like how like the weeks before hand in usually are. Um, but it was still fun, the volleyball. And I've basically just been chilling out for the rest of the day, not doing much. I need to do some organizing and signing assigning of tasks for collab, but I will obviously get around to that at some point tomorrow. Um, so yeah, that's been today, basically. Not very much to talk about. Um, yeah. I have, I guess, started also to realize just like how I guess I have a better understanding now of my social battery because like everyone obviously has a social battery and the amount of energy that they can happily give towards socializing and that stuff sort of stuff before being drained and you know lack of energy. Um, and like it's it's becoming more and more clear how much of a limit I have, especially when it comes to like lots and lots of new people as well. Because it's been like conversing with lots of these different new people with collab and all these other different groups that are like becoming more prominent, I guess, in my university life. Um, so yeah, and I guess just yeah, it wears me out, obviously. So by the end of the week, I'm just like sleep. um, but it's no, it's good because that now I'm more aware of it. I can maybe manage it better in the future if I ever like try and actually manage it or anything. Um, but yeah, so that's gonna be it for Friday. There really isn't much to talk about. I don't have long. Um, so yeah, Saturday obviously hopefully we'll have something more interesting to talk about and do a quick coverage of the week and maybe some plans for this series going forward if I actually have time to think about it tomorrow. But yeah, that's gonna be it for Friday. So Friday's been a pretty chill day. I haven't really done much of anything. I was tempted to miss my volleyball, uh, like the Saturday volleyball session this morning, but then I remembered that I accidentally left my jacket yesterday, and so I was like, well, I might as well because I want to try and get that, see if it's been handed lost and found. Apparently, it just wasn't, and it also just wasn't in the hall, so I have no idea where that jacket is, but it's gone now. It's a shame. I really liked it. Um, so yeah, a bit of a bad start to the day, and that probably affected my volleyball a bit. Not to the point that I couldn't play, but like to the point that like mistakes and whatnot was getting to me more. Similar to yesterday, and I guess Thursday at that point. Yeah, I've just been really, really I don't know. I really have been more now. But yeah, so that's volleyball in the morning. Then I did a shop for food, and then I basically did nothing for like 3 hours. Uh, maybe 4 hours actually, to be honest. I did a forum post and some collab stuff. Um, and then watched a movie after dinner with some housemates. We're starting to watch the Lord of the Rings extended edition, which I'm pretty happy about. I'm really excited to obviously get through because I've never actually watched Lord of the Rings. I know it is incredibly acclaimed, you know, a really, really incredible story, and that's why I've really wanted to watch it. And now I have that opportunity, obviously, to see it also in its extended version. which may be better, maybe worse. I can definitely like feel certain parts of the story just being dragged out a bit. Um, but like overall, I really enjoyed it. And I'm really excited to see like the progression of the characters more going forward and like getting to the bigger moments later on that I know exist, but can't obviously remember any of the details for. So yeah, looking forward to watching through the rest of it. But yeah, that's basically been my day. So yeah, this week has been it's been like a lot of just getting back used to being at uni. And because of that, it's been quite like tiring, basically. So yeah. Uh, I just wish that I had more energy right now for things because it just feels like there's lots of stuff to like do, and yet I feel like I'm worrying too much about it. Like maybe I'm still like on edge with things because like I mean what usually happens with like hand in week or week leading into hand in week or whatever is like I end up having a lot more like just consistent day long cycles of doing uni work. And like constantly going like I need to do this, need to do that, need to do this, need to do that. But when it ends, it's like a real big like shift. Um, and it's not like a shift of like, oh, I need to be doing things, but it's like my mind is still thinking about the things it needs to do, even when I just shouldn't really be thinking about it. Which is really annoying because it's like I want to relax more properly, and I just don't really know the best way of doing that is. Um, because even like going on walks, like my mind just starts thinking about like collab or something else. It just doesn't like relax from it. It's really annoying. So I have to have a little think about how I can like properly relax myself in the next few weeks. And I mean, hopefully Easter break when that rolls around in about 3 weeks' time. Hopefully that will like make it easier to kind of cool off and chill out a bit. Um, but yeah, so this week has been, yeah, it's just been a very like kind of all over the place week. Lots of things, lots of missed days. Missing 2 days in a row completely, and obviously it's going to end up being the shortest collection, which may make it the most consumable. I don't know. That'd be funny. Um, but yeah, not really much else I can say right now. I really do also just want to like get this thing uploaded and go to bed. So I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, going forward into next week, more collab stuff will be happening. I got some ambassador work I think as well lined up. So see how that goes. And maybe we'll hear back from that placement. Maybe we won't. Um, and on the horizon, beyond that, is the Amazing Digital Circus episode 20. Episode, am I saying 20? It's on the 20th. Amazing Digital Circus episode 8 is what we're at. It's coming out on the 20th. Really excited for that, especially after the trailer dropped. So I'll definitely give like a little like rambling of my thoughts afterwards. Hopefully without spoilers, because obviously anyone can watch that. And I would highly recommend you check out Digital Circus because it is amazing. And it's for on YouTube. So there. Um but yeah. Maybe there'll probably be more mental stuff hopefully at some point later next week. Because it's just like I guess it's harder to talk about mental stuff when like I don't have as much energy for it. It's like whenever I talk about mental stuff, I have to like push myself to talk about it and to like think about what to talk about with it. because I don't really like. I've never really had much. What's the right word? Thinking. Like I've never really had much experience, kind of like expressing those kind of like struggles. I guess I don't know. I guess it's probably mostly because of home like life when I was younger and like being mostly left to my own devices. Um, and having a mindset of solve problems and don't like worry other people with those problems. Um, but obviously that's something that's it's been changing over time. Something that's been changing because you know whenever you can, you should ask for help on things. But yeah, oof, okay, that's gonna be it for this week. Week 5 technically in terms of like the collections. So yeah, on to week 6. Take care.